Welcome to our review on paper chromatography. Now, when we're talking about chromatography, this is where we're going to separate coloured soluble substances from one another. And the way that chromatography works is it relies on two chemical phases. The stationary phase is the one that doesn't move, and the mobile phase is the one that moves. So their names kind of give away what they actually do. Just like the name chromatography does actually tell you what it does, because chroma just means colour and graphy just is a graph. So we're basically creating a colour graph. When we talk about things as a phase, then that just tells us whether it's a substance that's a solid, a liquid or a gas state. So when we actually come to carry out our chromatography, then we've got basically a piece of filter paper. Now onto that piece of filter paper we're going to draw a pencil line about 2 centimeters up from the bottom, and on that line we will then put our spots of our sample. Once you've done that, you place your filter paper into a beaker and you put some solvent at the very bottom, making sure that it's not covering the actual spots. You then leave it for a certain period of time until the solvent front is up towards the top of the paper but not touching it. Once you've done that, you can then take it out and then you can see where those spots have come to. What we then generate is a diagram like the one on the left there. So you can see there are different spots in different places, and they're the different coloured dyes. So what we find is that the bigger dyes move slower, so they're nearer the bottom where they started. The smaller dyes have moved quicker and therefore are closer to the top. And what we can do is either compare them to reference values to identify them, or if we ran a particular test sample against 3 potential suspects, for example, the ones where the patterns line up perfectly, they match. Hopefully at the end of this video you can now describe what we use paper chromatography to separate and how it actually works.